my music and me.
Okay, boss.
Hey, what's up? What's up, my people? My real names are Tobechuku Melvin Ejiofor. My stage name is Ill Bliss. Some of you call me Oga Boss, some of you call me Iligati. I hail from Nkwere in Imo State in eastern Nigeria, and you're welcome to my own edition of Music and I on Soundcity.
Hey, one liquidity with a ball with simplicity.
My record label is called The Goretti Company and Capitol Hill Music. The album is titled Iligati 7057, and it's a 14-track album. The first song I would like to speak about from the Iligati album is a tune called Hustler's Feet.
Guns are not new to me. Fun is not new.
Hustler's Feet features my very good friends Fino and Vector. The song was produced by Fino and The Suspect. Basically, the inspiration behind that tune was celebrating how far we had come with being rappers, and how much of acceptance we had come to receive, or we're currently receiving from the public. That wasn't always the situation, in the earlier years of rap music. But the tune is called Hustler's Feet. Production is pretty much charged up. It's very energetic, and it's filled with. Fino was on the chorus, and Vector went first. Vector was on the first verse. I had the second verse. It was a fire tune. Expect nothing but greatness. You know what to expect already when you have Ill Bliss, Fino, and Vector on the tune. It's awesome.
So, don't stop.
Jawalaya is an up-tempo tune. We like to call it a summer record. Now it's the record that is for the ladies, and it's a club tune. It was produced by Tunek, same dude behind Bankalats and Chukwa Gozigogi. He made like 3 records off my last album. So we got back in the studio and collaborated once more for Jawalaya. And then it features 2 fire boys, Mr. Easy and Ricardo Banks. And originally made with Ricardo in mind. Sent the song to him, he heard the beat, and then he called me back. I was like, Baba, this is fire, man. We need to tear the clubs down with this. And then he came through. Shout out to Ricardo, by the way. I mean, he landed straight from the airport, drove straight to my studio, and then recorded his part. And then I put in my verses as well. And then on second thought, I was playing back the record, and I was like, let's even make it a bigger party. And I had already been feeling Mr. Easy's vibe, before then. So I reached out to him, and then he hollered back at us. We sent him the record, and he laced his verse, and it was awesome. That's the first single off this album.
Baby, wanna come closer.
Berry is another fun record. It's another record for the girls. It's got the young homie Mayoko on the chorus. What I did for this album was I basically decided I was going to collaborate a lot, always tap into the energy, the younger energy, the vibe, of the younger artists. It was awesome working with, some of these artists, because they have a lot of respect for me through the years. They followed my music, and it was only just natural that I would sit in the studio and make monumental music. So with Mayoko, it wasn't different. It's a love record, and it's a love song. Flirty, in between flirty and love song, that's what it is. It's called Berry, and it's produced by Kezi Clef.
Been a dope lyricist from the photos, flow so barrack.
Life of Claudio is a song that I wrote. It's a personal song for me, because Claudio, by the way, when I was referring to Claudio, I was referring to the EPL coach, the Leicester City coach called Claudio Ranieri, which is a guy that probably won the Premiership almost in his 60s. He's in his late 60s, moving to his 70s. He's never won any major title, so to speak. And when he came to the Premiership, he inherited a team that wasn't, like star-studded. It was basically like a community team with very paltry salaries. And together, they moved together and formed themselves into a very formidable force that won the Premiership last season. I liken myself sometimes to a Claudio Ranieri, because I've been in the business as an underdog, pretty much. I mean, it's almost like you're as good as your last record. Never quite getting that 100% stamp of approval, I feel like an Ill Bliss deserves. But it's also about the work rate, So I decided to go back in, and fire up the work rate and make an album that would be monumental, drop videos that would be monumental as well. So Life of Claudio has Bovi, has my very good friend, the comedian Bovi, ranting at the end of the song. It was produced by Bigfoot. It goes like this, I've been a dope lyricist from the photos. Flow so barak, it's floaters, tempodos. Black bandana, people think you know he Ghana. I still got my reservations like flying Dana. Safe flight, upper class in the league of my own. My chair nice with a cushion, you can die on your throne.
My brother is out of my hands, really my are popping bands.
Wow, I have a mad wish list for international, man. The first on my list has to be Nas. It's always been that, man. So, we're working towards that, but it's like I said, it's a wish list, and the team around me were ensuring and we're making sure that as we put out music, we're pushing it all on the right platforms so that they can even see you internationally, so they can understand what it is that you're working on. I'm a huge fan of Nas's music, and I like to key into his energy as well. The way he keeps staying relevant in the business, and the way he keeps transforming and morphing his brand.
Got it banging non-stop in every state.
I'm also a fan of contemporary South African music, and also a huge fan of Caspanioverse. I think he's an exceptional MC, and within the African continent, is one of the people I would like to collaborate with. Like, I love Nigerian music so much, like I've got quite a list, but top of that list probably could be Tiwa Savage. I think she's absolutely talented, and I think she's so driven. There's always so much energy in her songs. I think an Ill Bliss Tiwa record would be epic. And then of course Mr. Incredible, M.I.
I'm not made, but I'm really close. Capital still in the building, yo.
To be honest, I can't recall, like in recent times, a performance that was really, really that bad. Except maybe that happened in Benin. Yeah, it was actually a pool party, to be honest. So, and you know how you're in a pool and you're performing, and there's so many girls and so many guys, and you're just having loads of fun, and you're probably just rapping to your damn self. You try to hype the crowd, and people just want to push you in the pool and swim. It was a terrible performance. Not like it was terrible, but the vibe, there was so much distraction going on. The people didn't even care. It could have been the president performing right there. Nobody really sent us, So it was just it was a flat performance. It's one of those performances that just leave you wondering, okay, what else did we have to do? Did we have to probably jump in the pool and rap from underwater, And it wasn't a performance that I was very proud of. Best performance so far. I had the show that at Futo, Federal University of Technology, Owerri, and it was actually a mentorship show. It was a mentorship event. So I went in there to go and speak to the students, final year students, and all about the life after uni and everything. And I kind of underestimated that show because I was thinking it was just basically going to be like a department or something, just maybe 100 and 150 people. And I got in there and I saw over 3,000-4,000 students, and reception was insane and it was crazy. And then we started the whole mentorship talk, trying to teach them about surviving after school, how to choose the right careers, and everything. And then after that, kicked off the performance. It was epic. It was crazy. It feels good when you look at people and they're vibing and they're reacting to your music, and that's not easy for rap music, but when you get to that point, you just realize that, this is massive, and word for word, lyric, even songs that, they kept me on stage and they made me perform even songs that I didn't even know had any sort of traction, for them. Yeah, that's my worst and my best so far.
They say I'm signing only Igbo artists, the talks. Today we rocking tuxes, money stuff. I
walked into the NYSC camp, under so much rain, drenched and tired. And then I queued up, and these were the numbers that I was issued with, So these are numbers that just stayed embedded in my memory over time. This signifies how I got into Lagos. This is my story. My 4th album, Illigati 7057, is out now officially. Go out, get it. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting my music through the years. And it's been awesome. The fans are everything to me, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing my project. Thank you so much.
don't stop, oh, Baba go with song.
Thank you so much, my people, for tuning in and sitting with me through my own edition of my music and I. God bless you guys and keep watching Soundcity. Big up.